Hi, I'm Pam. I'm a local realtor here, and I have been in the business for 26, 27 years. I can't believe it's been that long. But I always like to take a few minutes and just give a little quick introduction as to myself, because it's really hard to get to spend a lot of time with a person before you decide to hire them. And essentially that's what you're doing. You are hiring me to navigate the world of real estate, whether it's through a listing and selling your home or whether it's a buyer. And both of those can be very challenging, because life can be very challenging as well. So a lot of time my job is trying to just make sure you have the information you need to successfully navigate the real estate market that we sit in currently when you're talking about moving or selling or buying. So some of the things that are most critical for me is understanding the changing market. I think it used to always be location, location, location. That's like the oldest saying in real estate. The honest truth is, about 3 or 4 years ago, that shifted. And I would have to say that is probably not the top of the ladder. My experience is that the most important part of real estate right now is it's going to be price and condition. Because a buyer is willing to pay more than they think, but they better get something in return. And as far as a seller understands that, they may have a gem or they may have a challenging property, but still, it's going to come down to what you're offering and what you're asking for. So if you're asking a high number, you better deliver a really good property. If you understand that you might not get the top dollar due to a million different circumstances that could have come up, I think that's critical to know as well. So I do think it's important to be able to navigate all of that and to really add all the analytics into it, and my statistics and everything else that I look into before I meet with a client, and just to make sure that I'm ready 100%. I do this full time. It's something I love. I've loved it since the beginning. It's given me some incredible opportunities. I've met some incredible people. So the most important thing for me is the relationship. The relationship between my client and myself is critical, because they have to put 100% in their trust in me, and I want to be confident in what I do. And the way I do that is I do a lot of looking at the listings. I do a lot of reviewing. I do a lot of looking at homes. I go in and out of a lot of different listings just to look at comparables and see where my buyer might fit or my seller might fit as far as the numbers go. So there's a lot of moving parts. We say there's 100 signatures in a real estate deal. And that right there tells you. And that is from the minute you put your house on the market, you sign your agreement, or for a buyer, the moment they sign that buyer broker agreement, to the time we sit down at the settlement, there are 100 signatures. And I always tell people, I 100% will walk you along that way, so that every single signature I've looked at and I've reviewed more than once, just to make sure that we don't miss something, because everything has a deadline in real estate. And my job is to make sure those deadlines don't pass without some action that we do. So I will fight for my sellers and my buyers. And I know I've done a really good job if at the end of settlement, I can say, I can't wait to see you around town. Can't wait to see you at the restaurant. Can't wait to see you on the trail somewhere, White Clay Creek or over at Carousel, because we all have to live in the same community. I've lived here my whole life. I sell throughout Chester County, Delaware County, Newcastle County, Sussex, Kent. That is my playground as well. So I want to be 100% confident when I see you after a settlement and after our business relationship is ended. I want to make sure that we have a friendship and we have real respect for each other. So thanks for taking the time to spend a few minutes with me. And I really would appreciate your business. And it's a privilege to be asked to, come along and navigate the challenges with you. So have a great day. Look forward to hearing from you. Bye-bye.